When I was younger, Don Lemon was mostly looked at as a conservative, right? In Don Lemon's defense, if you asked him, as they did recently, especially when Kamala Harris running, he says, I'm neither Democrat nor Republican, but however, I will be voting for Kamala Harris. He made sure he specified that. But the reason I'm telling you this is I'm older now. A lot of you whippersnappers, you young whippersnappers, you don't know a lot of these things. I don't blame you. You weren't there for it, right? The reason I'm pointing this out is that Don Lemon, when I was younger, was closer, at least from what I could see, even though I didn't know much, to what a conservative would probably be. That's why I was also interested when some of us found out that he was openly gay, right? It was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Now, what does this have to do with Don Lemon's recent arrest? His attorney has put out a statement. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because this is a good way to try to explain to you all how batshit crazy, how far right these people have moved. That a journalist who goes to do journalistic work independently, who is not the radical left, who is not even really liberal, if we're being honest, is getting used as a pawn for these people's propaganda, political games, and as a way to show the American public we will punish the radical left. I once told somebody, hey, that Overton window, dog, ever since Trumpy got in office, that joint it has moved, it has shifted, it has changed. They looked at me like I was deranged. Now, mind you, Don Lemon's arrest, right? At the forefront of it should be the fact that during that protest, which he chronicled, documented in that church, we found out that a pastor in the church works for ICE. Do you want me to repeat it? Okay, I made a separate video about that. But here's the thing. Don Lemon's arrest, which the White House has now trivialized. It's a joke, a political win, that most likely won't lead to actually any jail time or punishment for Don Lemon. As you can see, they show you why they do this. This is because it's a joke to them, right? They want to get one more win. It's a farce. You've had a judge deny that warrant for his arrest. You had it appealed, that was denied. So they go through the back door. You weaponize the justice system. They try to go with a grand jury. All right, cool. It's easier to get arrested that way. But I need y'all to realize, I'm sure most of you realize for a long time this is not normal. But I need y'all to understand, we are past what you guys keep trying to sell me on that MAGA side. We are past, I'm apolitical. Oh, well, I'm just a conservative and I don't really, like some of the stuff that this government is doing. But, dog, in my lifetime growing up, Don Lemon was the conservative. He said, well, I'm not really, because he worked for CNN. I'm not political. I'm this, that was, right? And then you guys will say these things about, and it frustrates me so much, dog. You're talking about radical left this and radical left that. Try to fit Don Lemon in a room full of leftists. See how fast they kick him out. Every accusation is a projection, right? They're the ones that are radical. They're the ones that are extremists. They're the ones that hold no space now for any conservative thinking person with a free mind. It's all about, what did Daddy Donnie say? Well, it's a go. And then as long as everyone under him are in good graces with Daddy Donnie, whatever they say too is a go. Stephen Miller says we hate people. Well, then we hate people. It's like the Ted Cruz effect. I know where you're at when you don't care how people talk about your wife. Cult mind, hive mind. But I never thought I would say this. But free Don